This video tutor explains the similarities and differences between tuple and a string. So let me start with a comment. Tuple and a string. You know that both strings and tuples, they are Python sequences. So they are ordered collection of elements. So let me write a string. S is equal to inside double quotes ABC. Now if I write print S, you get the answer. Now let me write a tuple. T is equal to inside round brackets maybe 10 comma 20 comma 30, and if I type print T, you get the answer. Now when you run the program, you can see the answers. Okay, so the similarity between a string and a tuple is both are sequences, both are ordered collection of elements. In the case of string, the order is important. Okay, here the first element is A, the second element is B, the third element is C. Now if I write S1 equals BAC, remember these two strings are not the same because the order is different. See, here the first element is A, here the first element is B, so they are not the same. You can check that if S equal to S1, print same. Okay, otherwise you can display print not the same, not the same. Okay, so when you run the program, you can see not the same because they are ordered collection of elements. The order of the item is important. Okay, so that is one similarity between a string and a tuple. The second similarity between a string and a tuple is strings are immutable. You cannot change the content of a string. Similarly, tuple is also immutable. You cannot change the content of a tuple. See, here if I write S of 0 equals inside double quotes capital A, and if I try to print S, you can see error. And what is the reason for error? Because strings are immutable. You cannot change the content of a string. Actually, what the programmer tried to do is he tried to insert capital A at position 1 or index 0. Okay, that will not happen because strings are immutable. So that is another similarity between a string and a tuple. What is the difference between a string and a tuple? String consists of same type of elements. See, here if I write, let me remove this. Here if I write 1 9.9, okay, see, it consists of same type of elements. This string is taken as character A, character 1, character 9, character full stop, character 9. It is not taken as integer 1 or floating point number 9.9 because they consist of same type of elements. Okay, and here you can see if I write, maybe integer is already there, so 9.9, and let me write a string. Okay, so here you can see one element is integer, the other one is a floating point number, decimal number, the third one is a string. Now you can display the answer, there are no errors. Now how can you know that it is the same type of elements? I will explain. How do you get each and every character present in a string variable? You can make use of for I in S. Okay, so the in operator is used along with the for loop. So what does the in operator do? Each and every element of this string variable is returned as answer that is stored in variable I. Okay, and you can print the answer. Indentation is important, don't forget. Here you can print the answer. Okay, and for the time being, let me cut this. So you can see each and every element comes one by one. Okay, now the type of data, let me display the type of data also. Type of I, see, you can see the first element of the string, it is a character. What is the difference between a character and a string? A string of length 1 is what is known as a character. Okay, so each and every element of a string is a character, isn't it? You can see the, so string contains same type of data. Please underline that point. Whereas tuple may contain different types of elements. I'll explain that. Okay. Now you consider a tuple. Inside round bracket you can write, maybe the elements are 9.9, a decimal number, one integer, one string. Okay, ABC, one more element, true or false. And what is true or false? Boolean. Okay, now how do you get each and every element of a tuple? The same code you can write for I in T. Okay, so what the in operator does is, from this tuple each and every element is returned as answer that is stored in variable I. So you can remember this by heart. From a sequence, what is sequence? Either string or list or tuple. If from a sequence, if you want to retrieve each and every element, the piece of code is for loop followed by some variable name followed by the operator in followed by name of the sequence. It can be a string variable, list variable or tuple variable. Or if you want, directly you can give the tuple here. Okay, like this, directly you can give the tuple here if you want, depending on your need. Okay, anyway, here I don't need this, so let me use the variable name. This is more beautiful. Okay, now if you want to display the each and every element, you can write print I. Now you can see all the elements. The previous one is still there, and here you can see tuples 9.9, the first element of the tuple, second one 8, the third one string ABC, and the last one true or false. Here it is true. Okay, now let me display the type of data also, so that you are convinced. Okay, now save your file, run the program. You can see the first one is a decimal number, technically speaking floating point number. The second one is an integer, the third one is a string, and the fourth one is bool. Okay, so this is a difference between string and tuple. String contains same type of elements, tuple may contain different types of elements. Okay, so for the class 12 board exam, this is a short answer type question. Similarities between string and tuple. Okay, and differences between string and tuple. What are the similarities? Strings and tuples both are Python sequences. Okay, and what is a sequence? Ordered collection of elements where each element is indexed by an integer. One more similarity, strings and tuples are immutable. You cannot change the content of a string or tuple. What is the difference? String consists of same type of elements. Tuple may contain different types of elements. Okay, one more difference, if you want, you can say a string is inside single quotes, double quotes or triple quotes. Triple quotes for multi-line string, and a tuple is inside round bracket. So please make a note of this.